You can't buy time, but from this moment on, you can make it count. We need to talk about fear. Not the fear of moving to a new country, of course, not the fear of learning Italian, maybe. The fear we are talking about is the financial fear that hits you when you realize you've been sold a simple solution for a complex life. Like Jim Rohn would say, never put a minor effort into a major goal. You see, for most people and most professional firms out there, the goal is simple: easy money for easy cases. They want the quick wins. They want the standard forms. They want the clients who fit neatly into box A or box B. And we respect that. It's a business model. But here at Studio Rigo, we don't do easy. We don't do normal. We do the impossible. Our clients don't come to us first, I have to admit that. Like the majority, they love to shop around a little bit first. They come to us last. They come to us after they've spent months, sometimes years, and tens of thousands of euros with other firms who told them, oh, it's too difficult, the Italian rules don't allow it, or simply, we don't know. Or very often, they come to us after receiving an audit. We are here for the 1% of the cases that the 99% of other professionals run away from, because we believe your financial peace is worth a fight. When you're an expat in Italy, your life is complex. You have income from 3 countries, you have a crypto assets managed in the 4th country, you have inheritance from a 5th, your life is beautiful, but definitely not simple. The problem is that most firms treat you like a local client with just one source of income. They try to fit your global life into a local box. And when the box doesn't fit, they hand you back to your file and say, I'm sorry, I can't help. If this video helped you even a little bit, make sure you hit subscribe. We've got a lot more coming. And before you book a one-on-one session with us or you hire us for any tax-related service, take a moment to check our digital store. We've built a complete collection of guides, masterclasses, templates that already solve more than 80% of the real-world tax questions expats face in Italy. You will find everything directly in our store. The link is right below in the description. That is when the real stress begins. If you're left alone, facing the most powerful opponent in your financial life, you feel like the Italian tax agency is coming at you. We want you to understand the difference between a firm that does the work and a firm that fights. We recently had a client, of course, we're not sharing his name, a very successful entrepreneur who had spent 18 months arguing with 3 different accounting firms. He had moved to Italy but still has significant businesses and personal ties in the UK. The other firms, they simply looked at the 103 days rule. They said, you spend more than half of the year in Italy, so you're an Italian resident. Pay the tax on your global income and don't complicate things. Simple, easy for them. The client was facing an estimated bill of 150,000–160,000 in double taxation, as the UK is also claiming him as a resident. He felt completely stuck, ready to leave his move to Italy. They simply didn't understand the depth of the tiebreaker rules. They didn't see that simply being in Italy was not enough. So the case was brought to us by the client, and it was not about where he slept. The case was about his center of interest. So we've spent around 2 months building a 150 pages evidence file. We showed that his primary wealth, health, his children record, and his most intimate social network was still connected to the UK. We basically established his habitual abode was not yet in Italy despite the 103 days. And we successfully fought the assumption of residency and proved to the Agenzia delle Entrate he was a UK resident under the treaty, saving him the 150,000. You know, he came to us terrified and left with a big smile. Another client came to us with a portfolio of several cryptocurrencies and foreign investment accounts. I might say a very complex mix of passive incomes, startups, trading activity, and so on. The firms that he was working with told him, "You must declare everything. The rules are too new, too vague. Just pay the highest penalty tax and pray the Agenzia delle Entrate doesn't audit you." They simply wanted to quick filing fee and zero liability for themselves. They offered no defense, just surrender. So the client was really about to pay over 80,000 in the wealth tax, IVA and IVAFE, plus other penalties on assets that were, in our view, fundamentally misunderstood by the local tax experts. He was losing faith in the tax system, that's for sure. The firms he was working with do not have the deep cross-border expertise in the difference between reportable foreign assets and taxable foreign income under the specific rules. They didn't know the hidden technical explanation, exemptions released by the Italian and international authorities that can clarify the difference. So he came to us, and we started separating the assets. We used specialized legal arguments to categorize certain investment structure as non-taxable under specific agreements. We argued that the classification of his crypto staking rewards an investment income rather than the business income, for example. And this was not a standard easy filing, okay, I have to be honest with you. It was a legal defense, like a surgery. But doing so, we reduced his tax liability and penalties by over 85%. We are not the cheapest firm. We're not the quickest firm. We are the firm that protects you when the stakes are the highest. The difference between a simple and incorrect opinion and our service is the difference between a nightmare audit and the absolute financial peace of mind. If you're already struggling with a very complex case, or if other professionals have told you that your dream is impossible, that is your sign. You have wasted enough time and money on the easy answers.